Hey, psst, hey, come here. I want to show you something. Now, some of you have maybe seen my videos before. I know a lot of people just kind of see my face and move on, or you just respond to the tagline. Today is a kind of special present for the cool kids that are actually watching and listening to these videos. So, we have an exciting open source release out that we're gradually trying to spread awareness about, and you are in for a special sneak peek for the trouble of actually listening to me right now. And before I get into the details, if you think this kind of stuff is cool, if you think Capneon is cool, if you're just lost and you're somebody who's vulnerable to a guilt trip, it makes a little bit of difference putting your fingers on the scale by liking this video, and then I'm going to show you a GitHub repo in a second. If you can start that repo or watch it, I would really appreciate it. I think this is technology that can really make a lot of difference in problems you can rip straight from the headlines. I talk about that in videos elsewhere, so I'd really appreciate your engagement. Okay, so what's the present? Let me show you now. If you've been watching some of my other videos, the point of Ghost PII is to keep data encrypted all the time with no decryption, and then use special cryptographic magic tricks to still get work done on it. We've released in open source now everything you need to start doing these things yourself. And after a quick plug, please star or watch the repo. I'm just going to walk through a few things we've done to try to make this easy for you. And it's very important to me. I want to say this is a great technology, and I think it can make a really positive impact on the world. But I know that everybody's busy, and you got to make things easy for people. And we've tried really, really hard to streamline this technology in a way that's easy for you to pick up. And I want you to believe that it might be easy for you to pick up and to walk away from this video and actually try some of this stuff. So first, if you're familiar with Python, and since we are talking so much trash about trying to make life easy for you, you don't really even need to interact with this repo. If you go here, we're available via the very commonplace package managers pip and conda. So just like you would install any other Python library, you can get Ghost PII there. One unique wrinkle for us is that our software works by interacting with a specialized API. You're going to need a token, and I pointed out these tokens in my notebooks in the past. You're going to need a token to identify yourself in communication with the API, and you can go to ghostpii.com to get it. It's very straightforward. You have to give an email address, but that's it, and then it will give you a unique token that identifies you. Use of the API is available for you if you're test driving or doing research for free indefinitely. Really, all you have to do is stick that token in your notebook and move on. You don't even really need to be aware of the API in particular. All right, up next. Alex, you were talking so much trash about making my life easy. How are you going to even make me install things? Well, I'm not. I'm one step ahead of you. You might also check out our binder. And in some extra advanced making life easy for you, I'm not even going to make you watch the binder load up via the magic of video editing. We're going to cut straight to the point. When you do it, you'll have to wait a couple minutes. So hopefully this looks familiar to those of you who have worked with Jupyter in the past. We are currently building a library of demonstration and tutorial notebooks so that you have some prototypes, examples, signposts about what to do with Ghost PII and how to do it. You can expect this to grow, and this is actually a separate repo where all these are stored that you can get to from the other repository I showed you if you want. So this is one of our standard demo notebooks. The point of this binder server is you can run this code and you don't need to worry about installing anything or standing up infrastructure to do it. Everything is already taken care of behind the scenes for you. So I'm going to run this here. A few things I'm going to point out, and I've talked about these and even this notebook specifically in some other videos, and I will again. This is the token I mentioned you needed to get. All you really need to do is get it and it represents you in particular and stick it here. There are some more complicated examples where you might have multiple different actors in play with different permissions. So you need multiple tokens to identify everybody. We'll go into that in detail, but roughly, I mentioned this token thing. It goes here. That's the end of the story. The whole point of all of this is that you can start out working with data like this, but you can still do fancy data science like this. And we have plain text floating around in some of these examples, but the point is just that we are showing you that you actually got the right answer as you would hope to. So I encourage you to come in here and look at these examples. It's just a couple of clicks. All the work is done by robot slash Capnion on the back end for you. Please give it a test drive. All right. Last but not least, we have a nascent Slack workspace you can check out if you want. I would love to hear from you that you watched this video and then you checked out the binder and you did some tinkering, and then please feel free to come to the Slack workspace with your questions, comments, concerns, you found a bug, whatever it may be. We would love to hear from you. All right, if you're still watching and listening, clearly I've got some kind of hold on you. Please like this video, reshare it if you can stand it. Please star the repo and watch it. This is really a mission of conviction for me. Data privacy out there is a goddamn mess. I think everybody has moments these days where they would like to do something, make the world a little better. I'm asking you to just put your finger on the scale a tiny bit and just tell LinkedIn and GitHub that you think there might be really something to this. Even if you don't like me as an individual, I'll probably fail at business and somebody else in the space will be successful, and you will have done your little bit to improve the world. So please click those buttons. Please, please, please. And I hope you like this goodie bag of test drive toys. And once again, we'd love to hear from you, good or bad, about what you found.